You're still here. Maybe even you don't know how. You keep waking up, you keep moving, you keep answering the questions, smiling when it's expected, nodding along to the plans, showing up, because what else are you supposed to do? But inside, there's this weight. Not loud enough to call an emergency, but too heavy to carry without noticing. It's not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. It's the kind of tired that sits deep inside your chest. The kind of tired that makes even simple things feel like they take more effort than they should. And the hardest, no one sees it. You look fine, you function, maybe better than most. You meet deadlines, you hold conversations, you remember birthdays. But under the surface, there's this constant negotiation happening between the part of you that's still fighting and the part of you that's quietly fading. They call it burnout sometimes. They call it stress. They call it just needing a break. But this feels deeper than that, doesn't it? Because breaks don't fix it. Rest doesn't restore it. Even when you stop, your body doesn't know how to soften. And here's the truth no one tells you. When survival mode becomes home, your body forgets how to live anywhere else. It's not that you're bad at relaxing. It's not that you're doing self-care wrong. It's that your nervous system has been holding on for so long. It doesn't trust the idea of letting go. Biology calls it sympathetic dominance, the part of your autonomic nervous system designed to help you survive threats, to help you fight, run, endure. But this system was never meant to be left on all the time. When it is, the signs show up in places most people never look. Your heart rate variability begins to flatten. Those tiny spaces between each heartbeat lose their natural rhythm. Your vagus nerve, the communication highway between your brain and your heart, goes quiet, and the body begins to treat daily life like it's an ongoing emergency. Studies confirm this. Blunted HRV, low vagal tone, elevated cortisol, reduced parasympathetic recovery. But the research can't always explain what that feels like. It feels like standing in a crowded room and feeling invisible. It feels like going through the motions but not really being there. It feels like trying to outrun a weight that lives inside your own chest. The worst part? You start to blame yourself. You tell yourself maybe you're just not resilient enough. Maybe you're not motivated enough. Maybe you're lazy, or weak, or broken. But here's the part most people never hear. You're not broken. You're wired to survive. And survival comes at a cost, because your body, your brilliant, loyal body, did what it had to do. It shut things down so you could keep going. It numbed the parts of you that were too loud. It froze the parts that felt too much. It protected you the best way it knew how. But now you're safe, at least on the outside. But your body doesn't always get the memo. This is why rest feels restless, why sitting still feels like failure, why the idea of doing nothing makes your skin itch, because your nervous system isn't wired for stillness yet. It's wired for defense. It's wired to hold on, even when you can't. So what do you do when your body doesn't feel safe to rest? What happens when the thing you need most feels impossible? The truth is, you can't force softness. You can't push your way into peace. The body doesn't respond to force, it responds to signal. Not noise, not hype, signal. Tiny cues that tell your nervous system, it's okay now, you're safe here, you can let go. This isn't about deep breathing as a checklist. It's not about mindfulness apps or biohacks. It's about remembering. Remembering what safety feels like, what presence feels like, what it feels like to belong inside your own skin again. Science calls it neuroception, the body's ability to sense safety beneath the surface of conscious thought. When your HRV rises, when vagal tone returns, your system begins to trust the world again. Your body stops bracing for the next hit. But here's what matters most. You don't have to earn this. You don't have to prove yourself worthy of rest. You don't have to perform healing to deserve peace. This is not about doing more. It's about doing less, but doing it with intention. So tonight, before you collapse into another exhausted sleep, what if you gave yourself 5 minutes? 5 minutes to sit, not to fix, but to feel. 5 minutes to breathe, not to control, but to notice. 5 minutes to let your body know the fight is over. You're allowed to soften. You're still here, and that means something. If this spoke to what you've been quietly holding, tell me below, which part landed for you? You're not alone, and you never were. Subscribe not to chase success, but to stay connected to what matters.